Now from a place that's seen its share of great moments through the years, a look at the O.Co Coliseum in Oakland. Opening night here in this brand new season between the White Sox and the Oakland A's. Hi again, everybody. It's finally here. Welcome to our special opening day edition of Baseball on Ions. And Steve, as we get set to get things going, it's the pitching that has to be considered one of the strong points on this ball club.
Yeah, and pitching is going to be important for these guys. No question about it. They're only going to go as far as this group right here is going to take them. And to me, it looks like a staff that's capable of getting the job done. The
date that's been circled for weeks is finally here. It's opening night. It's the show. And it's coming up next. Back now as we draw ever closer to first pitch. Let's listen in to public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now your 2016 Oakland Athletics.
Now a moment here to check out the White Sox starting lineup. Steve, what's their focus as they go for their first win?
Well, I think they have to understand where they're playing. This is a great pitcher's ballpark, so you're not going to go out there trying to hit the light towers with everything you swing at. Make solid contact, move the line, and play a little bit more small ball.
Rich Hill gets the call to pitch here on opening day in front of the hometown crowd. Eric, any thoughts?
Remember, guys, this is someone that will come at you with 4 different pitches. He'll change velocity, he'll go up and down, the break on the pitches makes it a real challenge for a hitter.
And with a quick breather here, let's get a quick glance at the Oakland A's defense. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, Matty, you remember, growing up, right field wasn't a very important position. But here at this level, it's as important as any, and this man plays it as well as anybody. Very reliable, covers ground, always makes a routine play.
Adam Eaton heads for the batter's box, and we are just about ready for some evening baseball. And the first pitch of the ball game is taken for a called strike one, and a new season of baseball is underway.
First pitch, 7:05.
The windup and the 0-1. Hit hard to short. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. And they'll wind up with no play here as he reaches first safely.
Well, here's another look. This looked to be a fairly routine play. Just might have hit him, though, on the heel of the glove, and now they've got a leadoff base runner.
Here's J-Roll, Jimmy Rollins now. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one.
And here you've got good speed on base and at the plate. So on a ground ball, it's not a foregone conclusion you're going to get an out anywhere.
Nobody out, runner on first. And here's a fastball in for strike one. 91 miles an hour that time. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is James Kingsley.
Yeah, guys, he's a very solid umpire. Well respected for the strike zone he calls and the consistency he brings to the job.
Belted high in the air out to left. Davis going back, and this one is gone. A home run. So it's a 2-run shot for Jimmy Rollins as the White Sox move in front 2-0.
And you know, after a month down in spring training, near the end, you start to get a little anxious waiting for the season to get going. I guarantee you, he's been looking forward to this at-bat for about a month now, and he makes the wait worthwhile.
Batting third.
So here's the slugging first baseman Jose Abreu now, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one.
And these guys already have one home run here in the inning, and now you get to the real power guys here. So you need to be careful.
The 0-1 delivery. And he misses with it, 1-1. Bases are empty here, nobody out. Line toward the alley in left center. And call that a nice clean base hit, his first of the game.
Well, if these guys are going to do anything this season, he's going to need to be a big part of that offense. And he comes through big time right here with a base hit in his very first at-bat.
Here's Todd Frazier now, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball one. Maybe some big game.
Immune to that. I don't care what the name on the back of your jersey is. This is not an ordinary game.
A runner at first with no outs here. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. He just doesn't seem to have as good command out there in the first inning.
You're right about that. He has not looked comfortable at all so far, and sometimes you see that when you're pitching on the road, but rarely when you're in your own home ballpark.
2-0 pitch on the way. And that's taken for a strike on the inside corner. 2-1.
Yeah, you know, he probably got the fastball he was looking for, but on 2-0, you can look for one pitch in one spot. And if it's not in that spot, you take it.
Called strike that time, and it's even at 2-2. Full count now, 3-2.
And that's the right spot for that slider. Really try hard to tie him up inside. And that's a good job to lay off, too.
Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Very weakly on the ground. That rolls foul, and they'll do it again.
This is turning into a great battle at the plate.
And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
Well, nobody in that dugout's going to give him high fives for striking out. But, you know, at least he forced that starter to expend a lot of energy here to get the job done. You know, in the first inning, that won't be lost on his teammates.
So a runner at first with one man gone, and striding in is the left fielder Melky Cabrera. He's set, and the pitch. That hits the outside corner. It's strike one.
And, you know, if you're going to challenge a guy up in the zone with a fastball, why not do it on the first pitch? A lot of times he's going to be taken anyway, and you just bought yourself a strike that you can now throw anything off of.
And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. Runners on first with one down. Chopped foul right at home plate. Grounded back up the middle. Taken in by Simeon. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. 2 in the inning for the Sox, however. They come on this 2-run home run. On to the bottom of the first at the Coliseum. It's now 2-0 good guys. With that, let's look at the starting lineup for the hometown A's. Steve, what's the key for him against one of the best starters in the game?
Well, they have lots of power, but also lots of speed in that lineup as well. So you need to stay out of the double play situations and work counts.
Chris Sale is on the mound for the season opener on the road in this one. EK, what's the word on him?
Well, guys, what's real special about his fastball is the late movement. Has a lot of running action and will really eat up the hitters.
And with that, let's take a look at the White Sox defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Yeah, Matty, we all know the Todd father from the home run hitting contest. The guy has as much power as anybody in the game, but he's also a gold glove threat. Still a great third baseman with ability to make some outlandish diving stops. Plays one of the most difficult positions as well as anybody in the game. Quick reflexes, ice-cold veins, man, he can play.
And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. Swinging a hard liner to short. And Rollins will throw him out, 1 away.
And that ball is rifled at him that time, and it just about took him into left field. Somehow he gets his glove down there and makes a nice play.
Here's Jed Lowry now. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
Yeah, looked like he hit the target. That's a tough pitch to lay off, but he made it pan out.
Drilled right back up the middle, and that finds its way into center for a 1-out base hit.
As a hitting coach, that's what you want your hitters to do. Hit the ball right back up the middle. You get into bad habits when you try to pull everything, but here just stays right on it and picks up a solid 1-out single.
Josh Reddick takes his first shot now with a man at first following the 1-out single. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
That changeup away is his ground ball pitch. That's a good job to hold off.
Swing and a liner, but this is going to get fouled. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Grounded to the right. A tag for 1. But he'll put this in his pocket and be content with just the 1 out.
Batting fourth,
Danny Valencia set to take his first cuts with a man at first and 2 away.
Yeah, and he's going to have to find a gap to give that man on first a chance to score.
Sale sets. Here comes the first pitch. Lays off 1-0.
Oh, he wanted that one. Probably should have got it, too.
This one's a strike. It's 1-1.
Oh, a very hittable pitch, too. That's a middle-of-the-plate fastball, and he's not going to get away with too many of those tonight.
2 out with the man at first. Changeup. Good pitch there. 1-2. He may not throw a ton of changeups here tonight, but he's got a good one when he needs it.
And I think he will need it because this is a good fastball hitting team. Most teams are. So the more you can keep these guys guessing off balance, the better.
Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. The A's strand 1. They trail things here 2-0. Avisail Garcia makes his way to the plate. He'll get us started here in the top of the second.
And they jumped out to that early lead, so now it's all about just adding on.
And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. Here's a swing and a miss, 1-1.
But this is the thing that's so impressive about this guy. He'll show you that good breaking ball, but then he'll run that fastball up the ladder at 92, 93.
1-2 now.
Good curveball right there, and that just really froze him.
And he got him.
Well, this curveball right here has got a lot of snap to it, and you can see pretty clearly he's finishing off his pitches much better than earlier in the ballgame and getting much better results as well.
Standing in now, Brett Laurie. As he will take strike one on the fastball here, no balls and a strike. Oh, and he breaks out the hook here. Good for strike two.
Oh, just a little over anxious right there. I guess he figured he had a pretty good gauge on that fastball, and he'd hoped he'd see it again, but he got the curveball instead.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Bases are empty, one man out. In the dirt, but swung on and missed. And he makes the throw to first. Laurie is retired, 2 down now.
Yeah, that's a good pitch right there. Gets him fishing for it. Then nice work to tidy up behind the plate and make the put out at first.
Here's the catcher, Deoner Navarro. As he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1.
Well, much better here in the second inning. To me, he looked a little bit tentative early on. It's starting to look like he's finding the rhythm now.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of setting guys up here in this inning. He's just trying to get himself back into that dugout as fast as he can.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And here's a pitch inside, and that got him.
Well, with 2 outs and nobody on, the best way to make a team pay for hitting you is to come around and score. Let's see what they can do.
Austin Jackson set to take his first cuts with a man at first and 2 away. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. Canna will put this one away, and the side is retired. Who says first base is where they hide the guys that can't play the field? Back with more Monday Night Baseball following this. Chris Davis will lead things off here as they'll have 5, 6, and 7 due up to start the home second.
Chris Davis.
There's a fastball missing down and away for a ball, 1-0. Deep right. And it'll fade just at the end and winds up a long foul ball. Takes a look at a changeup there, and it's a ball and 2 strikes now. In tight with the slider, 2-2.
Oh, that's not a bad idea right there. Go ahead and try that back foot slider on a 1-2. Hope you can get him to commit. That's a good job of laying off of that pitch.
A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Well hit. Deep down the right field line. Eaton will get there as he tracks it down deep in foul territory for out number one.
And this is not an easy play here in right field because he knows that that sidewall is approaching fast, but he's able to concentrate on the ball and check out the wall at the same time, and he makes a nice running catch near the line.
Here's the DH, Billy Butler. As he'll swing and hit this one hard but foul off to the left and out of play. One out, nobody on. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Sale gets the sign. 0-2 pitch on its way. Now a half swing, but it's strike three anyway, says the home plate umpire, and that's out number two.
And here this is one more time on show track. You can see it. He checked his swing there, and I think he did so in time, but you can clearly see that that pitch is in the strike zone, and I think ultimately that was a called third strike.
Into the box now, Mark Canha. Ball one.
Boy, I don't know that I'd want to be facing this guy right now. He looks pretty fired up out there.
Yeah, he looks like he could run that fastball through a brick wall.
Bases are empty here with two men out. And here's a ball hit in the air. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Here he comes on a ball and two strikes. Hit sharply on the ground to the left, and that's through for a hit.
Yeah, just a nice job of hitting that time. You can see he's got a strong top hand there, and he just hooks this one into the hole for a two-out single.
He's set. Here it comes. Stephen Vogt is in with two away now as he looks at a called strike one.
Well, that one's at 94, so the velocity's good right now.
The 0-1 pitch. Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. And he'll barrel right through the stop sign, headed for the plate. Is in time, and he's cut down at the plate as they team up to gun him down.
Posed.
So it's no runs on two hits, no errors, and a runner left on. We'll go now to the top of the third. It's the White Sox 2 and the A's nothing. Adam Eaton is into the box.
This is the guy you want leading off this inning. He's your leadoff man, so maybe he can get things started, set the table for a little bit of a rally.
Now a fastball to start the third. That misses. It's ball one. And maybe a little frustrated on the mound here as the fastball misses for ball two now. From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Reddick has a read on it, and that's the first out of the inning.
If you're a pitcher, you have to love pitching at this place. And you've got a cool night here, making the air a little heavy, and this ball just has zero carry to it.
One out here in the Chi Sox third, and that'll bring in the former MVP, shortstop Jimmy Rollins. First delivery to him on the way. This is line to left, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Well, if you stay out of the middle, you'll have a chance, but neither of these teams are going to miss a fat pitch down Broadway. And he just drives this into left for a base hit.
Striding into the box, Jose Abreu. He singled his last time up. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Big slow breaking ball that drops in for a strike to start him out. It's 0-1. step off and fire to the bag. Don't want to forget about him.
Just checking.
Runners on first with one down. Smoked on the ground up the middle. That's through for a base hit. He's now 2 for 2 in this one.
A little bad luck there defensively. If that's hit at an infielder, it's a double play. But instead, now you're in hot water here with one away.
Here's Todd Frazier now, as he'll watch a first pitch curveball drop in there for strike one. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2. A lot of pitches up in the zone here early on.
And that's not the worst thing in the world at this place, but you've got to pick your spots.
Shooting for that low inside corner, but he missed with it. 1-2.
Still now on 1-2, you don't have to make the perfect pitch out there. The count is still well in your favor on the mound.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
And when he's down 0-2, he's smart enough to know guys are going to try and get him to chase. So now at 2-2, he's got himself back to a spot where he doesn't have to go after a pitcher's pitch.
Softly hit here to the left side. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. Back with more on opening day after this. Marcus Semien digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
The shortstop.
Sail into the windup. First pitch on its way. In there at the knees as he offers a strike to the leadoff man. 0-1. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2.
You know, it's just the 3rd inning, but you can already tell. So far, he's wearing out that inside corner. He doesn't want these guys to get too extended, and it's worked out for him so far.
1 ball.
Inside, as he might be trying to set him up here. 1-2. And a half swing that time, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the umpire, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
You know, it seems like every time we check these out in show motion, it always looks like the bat breaks the plane. Look here, sure enough, I don't think he holds up in time. Looked to me like that was the right call.
Into the box, Billy Burns, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Here's a fastball at the knees. Good spot, good pitch, and it's 0-2.
Right back, same pitch, also knee high. He wasn't buying that one either. He's going to have to do something now. He's down 2 strikes.
Swing and a liner, but foul.
Nope.
Tried to work it back to that low inside corner, but it misses. 1-2.
You know, good hitters in this situation, when you're down in the count, they tend to try to go the other way. We'll see if he does that right here.
Filthy changeup that time, but he's able to make contact, and he'll get another chance. Popped up. Abreu is there for it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Now batting, second baseman.
Strikeout and a soft liner here, and he's had no problems with this inning so far at all.
Here's Jed Lowry now. Ball 1.
Counts 1-0.
That'll be a souvenir, and the count will move to 1-1. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now.
Nothing fancy. 3 fastballs so far in this at-bat. He could go just about anywhere from here.
Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. A's are gone in order. They're still down. It's 2-0. Melky Cabrera is ready here as we begin the top of the fourth.
Left fielder, Melky Cabrera.
Into the windup and the pitch. In there, no balls and a strike. Hot shot on the ground is short. Throw to first in time, one gone here in the fourth.
Well, that's a nice job right there to readjust to that curveball. I don't know if he was sitting on it or what, but he certainly hit it hard. Unfortunately for him, right at someone.
Avisail Garcia comes to the plate looking to put the ball in play. He went down on strikes last time.
Well, at the very least, he went down hacking. Striking out is one of the many frustrations that go along with hitting, and you have to accept that it's going to happen sometimes.
And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1.
And I think now you're starting to get the sense that he's put that first inning behind him, and he looks a lot more comfortable out there now.
Simeon's got it. On to first, and that is 2 quick outs to start the fourth.
The batter, number 15, second baseman, Brett Lawrie.
Coming to the plate now, Brett Lawrie. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
And he takes a cold strike, 0-1. To short. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the White Sox, but they're on top 2-0. Josh Reddick is set to lead us off in the home half of the fourth inning.
Well, they still aren't even on the board yet, so this leadoff guy needs to get on so they can manufacture a run.
Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. In there, and it's 0-2 now.
Hard to believe he let that one go. I mean, that was right on a platter for him.
Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2.
A classic strikeout pitch there on 0-2. It's one he loves going to, but great recognition there at the plate to lay off.
And Rollins will throw him out, 1 away.
Now batting, third baseman, Danny Valencia.
Danny Valencia stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. Sale has his target. First pitch on the way. Pretty well struck high and deep to left field. Cabrera going back. A leap there by Cabrera, but he won't have a shot at that one. That ball is gone. A solo shot here to left, and the A's are on the board now. It's a 2-1 ball game.
Oh, yeah, and that's what you're paying your big horse to do out there. I think he knew he wasn't going to get a fastball right there, so he just stays back as long as he can and then just explodes right through the zone.
Chris Davis comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Hit hard up the middle, and that's through for a base hit. Make him 1 for 2 in this one.
Yeah, he hit a good pitch there. This thing's toward the outside part of the plate, but he stays with it all the way. Uses the big part of the field and gets himself a base hit.
Here's the DH, Billy Butler. Softly on a line to third. One there. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. But the A's inch a bit closer thanks to this solo home run. We're through 4. It's the White Sox 2 and the A's 1. Deoner Navarro heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one.
White Sox, catcher, Deoner Navarro.
Drilled on the ground to short. Simeon's there. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
Center fielder number 27, Austin Jackson.
And as we take a look at his pitch count so far, sometimes numbers can be misleading. You see the 38 strikes there, but a lot of those have been on pitches out of the zone that he's gotten guys to swing at.
First offering on its way. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. 5th inning, 2-1 our score. And this one's over for a high strike, 1-1. And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. Hit hard to short. To his left, Simeon. On to first, and Jackson's retired. 2 away now.
The batter, right fielder, Adam Eaton.
Adam Eaton will stand in here. 0 for 2 with a run scored so far. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Well on his way to another good inning right here, and you see the pitch count. It's not even close to being a factor just yet.
That misses 2-0.
A lot of late movement on that fastball. That nearly came back to the outer edge.
The 2-0 on the way. Chop foul at the plate, strike 1. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
And he's got a little bit of work to do now to avoid that first walk.
And a full count now, 3-2. 2 runs, 4 hits, and no errors so far for the White Sox. Turned on down the line. Canna is up with it, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Down in order go the White Sox. They still lead it 2-1. Mark Canna will stand in to start things out here in the home half of the 5th. And you get the sense, Steve, that this crowd's been pretty well taken out of the ballgame to this point.
Yeah, they pretty much had to sit on their hands all afternoon. Not a lot to get excited about so far. And I think that's a credit to that man out there on the mound. He's cut right through this lineup for the first 4 innings.
This is hit well out toward deep left field. Cabrera racing back, and just short of a home run, this ball's off the wall. And he gets in there standing. He's got himself a double.
Now batting.
Well, you knew he was going to be halfway to the cycle one way or the other. And I don't think he got quite all of that one. But he still gave it a pretty good ride. And he's going to pull into second with his second base hit. And this one's a double.
Stephen Vogt will get a chance now following the leadoff double.
And being a left-handed hitter, he'll at least have a chance to pull one on the ground. Get that tying run over to third base with just 1 out. Trying to hold the lead.
Grounded to third. Frazier is there. And reined in, one away.
Well, this is a perfect example why these guys are losing this game. You get the leadoff double. If this ground ball goes to the right side, it's a productive out, and you get the man to third. But he hits it to the left side. It's a complete waste of an at-bat.
So striding in, Marcus Semien, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike.
Trying to jump on that first pitch changeup. That's a good pitch there to start this AB.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike two.
0-2, you got to shorten up. Find some way at least to put the ball in play. You can't afford a strikeout here with an important run out there at second base.
And now a slider in there for a called third strike, and there are two gone now.
And he's having a rough go of it so far. His second strikeout of the ball game. And you can see him gesturing that he thinks that pitch was outside, but you know, I think once he gets a look at it in the clubhouse, he'll probably change his tune.
Billy Burns will get his third shot at it here. He's bounced out and popped out in his previous two trips.
Well, on the bright side, I guess, he is putting the ball in play. He's just not getting that solid contact that you're looking for when a guy is really seeing the ball well.
And he lays off in scoring position at second with two down. Now a swing and a weak little line drive over to first. And no problem over there at first as he flags this one down to end the inning. One left for Oakland. They're down 2-1. Jimmy Rollins will step in now to lead off the inning as his guys look to maybe break the rut they've been stuck in.
Yeah, and after that first inning, it's been all zeros since. And once he kind of got settled into that groove, he's been a difficult nut to crack.
A big roundhouse curveball in there for strike one. Not too many strikeouts on the ledger for him so far, but it hasn't really mattered.
Yeah, I think ideally you'd like to see him miss a few more bats, but as long as you're keeping guys off balance and you're letting your defense help you, you don't need to strike a ton of guys out to be successful.
And a spin throw gets him at first. A fine play there for the first out.
He's been able to get outs when he needs them with that curveball, and there you see what his pitch breakdown has been so far.
Jose Abreu steps in, got a base hit in his last at-bat. Looks like a right-hander's gotten up to throw now in the Oakland pen. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball one.
Well, this is an important time for him to bear down. He's thrown the ball very well, but he doesn't want to let the meat of this order ruin what he's done so far.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1. One out, nobody on. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Liner towards second. On to first, and there were 2 down.
Now batting.
Oh, man, you can't hit a ball any harder than that. I mean, this ball gets on him in a heartbeat. Maybe even a half heartbeat, considering how fast his heart is beating right now. But he's on it all the way, and he winds up making the play.
Todd Frazier will stand in looking to turn things around. He's struck out and bounced into a double play so far. Not such a hot start. Grounded slowly back to the mound. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the White Sox. They lead it 2-1. Jed Lowry will stand in to start things off as this top of the batting order hasn't found a whole lot of success so far.
In fact, just one hit between the 1, 2, 3 hitters combined. So apparently the table setters have not been getting their chores done.
And taken in out there for the first out.
Yeah, another good start to an inning for him here. He's really only made one bad pitch the entire game. That was the solo home run. Other than that, you can see there, not much to speak of at all.
Josh Reddick is in for the third time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. For that man right there, just the one run allowed. The question is, can he make that lead stand up?
Well, he hasn't shown too many signs of cracking so far. He's got the look of someone right now who's ready to go the distance.
Shooting for that low inside corner, but he missed with it. 1-2.
Good changeup right there, down in the strike zone. Definitely the one they wanted to strike him out on, so that's a great job to lay off.
Low-scoring game thus far, 2-1 here in the sixth. He takes strike three called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are two away.
Well, these guys knew coming in that this was going to be a tough assignment, and it's been all that and more. This guy, he's as good as advertising. He's had his way with a pretty good lineup here.
In now, Danny Valencia. As he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike one.
Real good lateral movement on that two-seam fastball. That pitch is money for him when it's moving like that. So just keep on throwing it.
That's on the inside corner to put him behind here, 0-2. One of the things that makes him so tough to hit, the ability to put his pitches right on the black.
Yeah, I mean, you watch the catcher's glove on some of these, and it literally does not move. That's how good his stuff is.
That ball's headed for the gap in left center. He's got a base hit, possibly more. And that falls in for a solid base hit, his second of the night. And he's in there safely. He's got a double.
Well, neither offense has really made a huge impact so far, but finally maybe a little sign of life. He drives this ball for two bases, and even though they've had trouble scoring runs, they're not out of this thing by a long shot. A couple more of these could get him right back into it.
Here's Chris Davis now, as he will swing at the first pitch and send a ground ball out to short. And nothing will come of the two-out double as the inning is over. Danger averted following the two-out double. We're back to the Coliseum right after this. Back here at the Coliseum in Oakland. White Sox on top in this one, but before we get out to the seventh, let's take a look at our game summary through the first six. Melky Cabrera will come forward now to begin the seventh inning in what's been a very briskly played ball game here tonight.
That's what happens when you get two starters that are on top of their game. It's been great pitching, great defense, not a lot of base runners, and a very even game through 6 innings.
Now a fastball here, not close, and it's 1-1 now. And we see some action in the A's bullpen now. It's both a left-hander and a righty that start to loosen up. Ground ball left side. Valencia gloves it, and the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
Only 3 strikeouts for him in the ball game, but when you've got that slow stuff, keeping guys off balance, you don't need to rely on strikeouts.
Avisail Garcia is in for the third time as he swings and misses at that one. It's 0-1.
Well, this guy has done a pretty good job of being effectively wild. He's only thrown first pitch strikes to about 60% of the batters he's faced, but look at where he's sitting right now. Excellent.
But taken in over at first for the second out, as that might have been extra bases if it were 3 feet higher.
Well, don't worry. I'll tell you, if you keep hitting the ball like this, sooner or later it's going to even out as the season goes on. Just a little unlucky right there as he hits that ball right at him.
Standing in now, Brett Laurie. As he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. Yet again, another first pitch strike.
And it's a big reason of why he's having the success he is. You establish the count in your favor right away, and it just opens up the door to so many more options going forward.
Good curveball, strike 2.
Whew. That's one of his best pitches tonight.
We're in the 7th inning now of a pitcher's duel. 2-1 our score. hit the other way out toward right field. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. Down in order go the White Sox, as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. And as Billy Butler steps in, you have to chuckle when you think of the nickname his teammates bestowed upon him, Country Breakfast.
Well, he stands 6'1", and he weighs in at about 240, so you gotta figure he's put away a few country breakfasts in his time. And he's from down in Florida, so the name fits quite well.
And a fastball's in there for strike one.
Yeah, he's still got that good movement on the two-seamer. He's been throwing it well all night long.
Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And he's set down, one away.
And that's telling of how they've swung the bat. This has just been a punchless offense so far. And this pop-up is pretty indicative of their struggles.
Squared that one up just a little late. 1 run, 7 hits, and 1 error on the Oakland line score. A little bouncer. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
Now batting, catcher.
Stephen Vogt will dig in here. 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out so far. In there for strike one.
I think a lot of pitching coaches would like to see that first pitch strike ratio better than about 60%, but that's what he's got going for him tonight, and he's pitched very well.
Eaton going back, but he can't get to this one. It's off the wall. And hold all tickets now as the tying run gets into scoring position with a 2-out double.
Shortstop,
Marcus Semien will get an opportunity here in a run-scoring spot now following the 2-out double.
And this is really where you earn your money. Runner on second, 2 outs. Let's see what he can do here.
And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1.
Well, he just about went around. He was lucky to put on the brakes when he did.
That command may be starting to drift a bit. It's 2-0 now.
Boy, what a nice job so far of working himself into a hitter's count. Now he can go to work on maybe picking up that 2-out RBI out of the 9-hole.
2 out here and a runner at second. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And no one can get there. He'll try it again. And that's in there. Base hit. And they will hold that possible tying run at third as even with 2 away, they decide to put the stop sign on.
Yeah, he got a little revenge there. He struck out twice before that, and now he gets him back with a solid base hit.
Billy Burns will step in now in a big spot here in a game as close as this one.
And a chance at redemption, too, because he hasn't done much through his first 3 plate appearances, and he could make up for all of that with a base hit right here.
Here comes Robin Ventura now out of the White Sox dugout. And he's going to make a change as that'll be all for his starter, Chris Sale. So as he departs, his fate is still up in the air. He could stand to win it. He could get a no decision. He could even be on the hook for the loss if both runners come around to score. Zach Putnam will trot in from the bullpen as he inherits a tough spot with 2 on and 2 out.
Zach Putnam.
Billy Burns gets a shot now with 2 men on and 2 away here in inning number 7.
And we'll see here if he can come through. It can be discouraging to see opportunities like this late in a ball game go untapped.
Some action now in the White Sox bullpen. They'll stand up a lefty and a right-hander to throw. And a splitter here, but he had a bit too much on it as this bounces up to the plate. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. And he takes a called strike 2. Ready on 1 and 2. Hit down the line at first. Oh, and he whiffs on it as it's by him at first. In to score is the runner from third. It's now a 2-2 ball game.
Took him a while to pick up that first hit of the ball game, but he made it count as he was able to drive in the run on the RBI single.
Standing in, Jed Lowry. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Hoping to keep it tied. Here it comes. Cut fastball inside. Ball 1. Chop foul right at home plate. It's strike 1. Runners at the corners, 2 men out. Down low, 2 balls and a strike.
He's still got a couple pitches to deal with right here, but he's starting to lose command of his pitches. You got to take a step back, take a deep breath, and get back in the zone.
Jackson is under it, and the inning is over. A's have to settle for just the 1. 8th inning coming up, and we are tied 2-2. Mark Zipchinski will be summoned from the bullpen now, as he'll take over to start inning number 8. Deander Navarro will stand in, and it's a bullpen game now. Both starters out as we begin inning number 8.
Yeah, both starters are out, and since we're tied, both starters not going to be involved in the decision.
And now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. Called strike at the knees, 1-1. Rips this one to first, and that'll get through into right. So there's your possible go-ahead run on base to lead off the inning.
As we look at that again, you know, this is not a bad pitch by any stretch. If he throws this pitch 10 times, I bet he gets him out 9 of them. But here you just have to tip your cap to the guy at the plate.
Austin Jackson stands in for the 3rd time now as he takes a look at a ball. It's 1-0. Two and 0 now. Go-ahead runs aboard here at first with nobody out. Line toward the gap in left center. Solid base hit for him, his first of the afternoon.
Well, we've got ourselves a tie game here, but it may not stay that way much longer. You get the leadoff single, now a double right after that. And it's fair to say they've got an excellent opportunity here to break out on top.
So as Adam Eaton digs in here, he's one of those guys that wasn't a top draft pick yet made a name for himself in the big leagues.
Yeah, Adam was drafted in the 19th round in the 2010 draft by the Diamondbacks out of Miami of Ohio. He had a great college career there, but it's not really known as a big baseball school, so that probably contributed to Eaton being drafted fairly late.
Runners at second and third here, nobody out. Well, should be 2-0, but he goes way out of the zone to go after that one, and it's even 1-1.
Boy, and right here, just a ground ball is going to get you a run, and more than that, it gets you the lead in this game. So you've got to find a way to put that ball in play.
Now a fly ball, but far too shallow to get that run in. Davis has it, and I'd be surprised if they send the runner. And he's just going to try to draw an airmailed throw as he heads back to third now with one away in the inning.
Yeah, not a really good at-bat right there. He got the fly ball he was looking for, but nowhere near deep enough to risk trying to get that go-ahead run home from third base.
So the shortstop, Jimmy Rollins, will stand in again as we flash you back to earlier. He's accounted for their only runs of the ball game on one swing of the bat, as this was the swing right here. From the stretch, here's the pitch. First pitch is a slider called for a strike.
Your job right here on the mound, gotta think strikeout number one, ground ball number two. You can't leave anything up that can easily be a sac fly.
J.B. Shuck will be summoned now to be the pinch runner.
Number 20, J.B. Shuck.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. And here's a ball hit in the air. Canna in foul ground. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
That go-ahead run still stuck there on third with 2 out now. There's no doubt they would have to feel they let a big opportunity get away if they wind up stranding him there.
Jose Abreu is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0.
If there's one guy on this roster that wants the ball in a moment like this, this is the guy.
Runners at second and third with 2 gone. Now this ball lined into right field. That's a base hit. In to score, the runner from third. Long throw to the plate. And not in time as the second run scores.
He's on cloud 9 down there at first base. Fired up, excited, and he should be. That's a big single, gives them a 2-run lead.
John Axford will enter the ball game out of the pen as he'll look to get the final out here in the top of inning number 8.
Axford.
Here's Todd Frazier now, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Swing and a miss as he ramps up on the fastball, 1-1.
Yeah, sometimes you give a power hitter like this a fastball at eye level and he just can't help himself.
Outside, 2-1. The set and the 2-1 pitch. To 2-2 now. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. The White Sox lead it 4-2. J.B. Shuck will stay in the ball game as he'll likely do the catching from here out. Zach Duke is on out of the bullpen now as he'll take over to start the bottom of the 8th. Leading off the inning, Josh Reddick, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. Alex Avila is into the ball game here as he takes over behind the plate. Swing and a liner, but foul. 0-1, here it comes. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Jackson giving chase, but he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass. Danny Valencia will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
And you think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
Nate Jones is on to work as he'll take over here in the 8th. Danny Valencia will be the first to stand in against the new pitcher as he'll do so with a runner at first and nobody out.
Well, you know he's feeling good at the plate, so he's already got 2 hits in this game, looking for another one.
Slapped hard the opposite way. Eaton is there to put it away for out number 1. Chris Davis gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Now a slider, and he gets ahead of him here 0-1. Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Checked his swing there. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. Ball 1. The 1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2-2. Hit hard towards center, and that'll get down for a base hit.
They continue to rack up the hits. That puts runners on first and second now. But, as we always say, it's what you do with all those base runners that's important. And so far, they haven't done a whole lot. Just take a look at our score.
Billy Butler is at the plate as he looks at ball 1. Getting late, 4-2 our score as we play the 8th inning. And he looks at a slider in there, 1-1. Foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Rollins on to first. It's a double play, and another crisis is averted here as the inning is over. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. More opening day baseball coming up following this. Back now in Northern California's Bay Area, we're set to continue the 9th inning in this one. Coco Crisp will stick around as he'll take over in right field.
Now playing right field, number 4, Coco Crisp.
Striding in to start the 9th, Melky Cabrera, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning.
And so far in this ballgame, he hasn't even been on base yet, so we'll see if he can make an adjustment here.
Now a swing and a fly ball. Davis on the move, and this will wind up a foul ball. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Now the 0-2 pitch. Hit out towards second. Lowry's got it. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
Now batting,
Avisail Garcia digs in now after lining out in his last try.
That was pretty unlucky last time because he squared up that fastball nicely. So we're going to have to see if they still come at him with hard stuff.
They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball 1. That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. Bases are empty. 1 man out. short, hit hard. Scooped up on the backhand. Throw gets him 2 down.
This ball's hit pretty sharply here towards the hole, but then you see he's able to backhand this thing and then use that cannon he's got to fire it across the diamond and get his man.
Stepping in now, Brett Laurie. Grounded up the first baseline. But this is foul for the first strike. 2 out, nobody on. And boy, big problems here to start this at-bat. It's 0-2 now. Really a good job so far by this guy out of the bullpen.
Yeah, he's come in and really put his stamp on this game. He's thrown a lot of strikes. That's what you want.
0-2 count, and the pitch. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. 1-2-3 go the White Sox as they can't add to their 4-2 lead. Leading off the inning, Mark Canha, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Well, it's a close ball game, but it's starting to get late, so they need to get at least one back here in this inning.
David Robertson is on now to try to close things down here in the ninth.
Robertson.
Striding in to start the ninth, Mark Canha, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. And he'll look at a first pitch curveball that's in the dirt. It's ball 1. Hit to third. And he's retired, 1 away.
Now batting, catcher
Stephen Vogt will stand in, needing to do something here to get on base as they're down to their final 2 outs. Cut fastball inside, ball 1. 1 out, nobody on. And he'll just watch that knuckle curve, 1-1. Fastball called strike, 1-2.
And you know what? These days, so many guys are throwing in the high 90s. It makes those mid to low 90s guys look easy. But I'll tell you what, if he mixes his pitches well, it can still be plenty fast to have to deal with.
Oh, and he botches it. Around second. He'll try for third. And he will make it all the way to third now as that mistake proves a costly one indeed.
Well, you know, he does have a long way to go to get to this ball, but geez, once you get there, catch it. I think he's going to tell you that he should have caught that ball, and the official scorer, he's going to agree with him too. He's going to get smacked with an error.
And that'll be the 4th wide one, so put runners at the corners here with 1 man gone. Now time is called, and a bit of a curious decision here to say the least, as we'll get a pinch runner at third here. Don't know if something's wrong or what. Billy Burns started to go around, but it's a called strike, 0-1.
Pretty good speed here coming out of that left-handed batter's box, so it's no sure thing that a ground ball means a double play.
Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
Now, with runners at the corners and 2 strikes, this is a spot where you've got to make something positive come out of this on the mound.
Breaking ball. That's in the dirt as he takes a ball.
Yeah, an interesting setup now on 2-2. Here's where you really need to pay attention to that guy at first.
Hit back up the middle. Step on the bag for 1. On to first, and the throw goes right by him. So chalk that one up as an E6, and he really can't believe it out there.
Second baseman, Jed Lowry.
Jed Lowry has a chance now to bring home the tying run standing on second base.
And a dinger here would give him the lead. Let's see what he can get done here.
Robertson pauses. Here's the first pitch. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball one. And now the wheels spin in that first base dugout.
Oh, that man right there has got to be sweating bullets. Hard to say I blame him at all.
And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike.
Boy, I'll tell you what, after seeing 2 errors in the inning, as a pitcher, you pretty much have to go into strikeout mode.
And a cut fastball here that he started off a bit too far inside. It nearly got him. But one thing he's shown so far, he's not afraid to work inside.
Yeah, and with that...
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning.
Well, this one certainly wasn't a spotless finish, that's for sure. He does surrender a run, but he also gets the final out here to pick up the save.
A tight ball game all throughout. Winds up a slim 1-run victory in the end as we get you one final look at our line score. And the White Sox attack tonight was spearheaded offensively by this man, Jimmy Rollins. Don't put that